Hey guys, it's NightWolf from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. So, today we have a video of the about 3.75 inch scale Marvel Legends figures. There's 3 new dual packs being released with 2 figures each. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I used to collect the 3.75 inch scale a lot more. Then I turned away from them because the stores I went to didn't have as many of them. They didn't have much variety yet. They weren't just starting up, but they were kind of at their low point. And so, still not a big fan of a lot of their attachments, like the things they hold or things that plug in. They're usually not that great unless they're like alternate hands. Which actually one of these figures does have, at least one. But especially because of these, but I'm planning on getting more of those again because they're pretty cool. I've been also getting a lot of more comics lately. So yeah. So let's get right in. So the first image we have is of a group. The group of all of them. So, the dual packs are Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Vance Astro. I will be reading descriptions of all of these as well. I don't think they've hit I think they've hit retail, at least online. I'm not sure about actually in stores yet. I think they're set to be released really soon if they have not been released yet. The next pack is Superior Iron Man and Machine Man, who they both look really great. And finally, we have Jane Foster, Thor, and Thor Odinson. And all of them look pretty good. So, the next picture we have is of the packaging for all 3 packs. And you could see it says collect them all, and they show dual pictures of them. They look pretty cool. They have the names. You can see some attachments. You can see that Machine Man has more hands, which I won't be talking a lot more about, so you can look at those there because they're not in the images that we have, I believe. So yeah. So first we have Sam Wilson. But first, let me read the description for those figures. So it's Marvel Legends 3.75 inch series. They're called the Shield-Wielding Heroes: Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Vance Astro. These defenders of justice join the front line in battle with shields in hand and hearts set on victory. With the Marvel Legends series, both kid and adult Marvel fans can start a legendary collection of comic and movie-based Marvel characters. The Captain America and Vance Astro figures in this Shield-Wielding Heroes Comic 2-pack are highly articulated and feature a comic-inspired design, making them another epic addition to the Marvel Legends series. And with the included limited edition comic, fans can read about their heroes in action and imagine a whole other world of superhero adventures. Back to what they said about the special edition comics, which I don't think they're actually special edition, but I believe they are Secret Wars comics with them in. So, Sam Wilson looks pretty cool. The paint is actually pretty detailed, and the sculpting is pretty nice for a 3.75 inch scale figure. The articulation does look really, really well. Not all Marvel Legends 3.75 inch scale figures are that articulated, I don't believe. If I'm wrong, don't quote me on that. You can comment in the comments about that. But let me know what you think, because I think this looks really cool. His goggles look really nice. Of course, Sam Wilson, Captain America, is the new Captain America, I believe, in the all different Avengers or something like that. I haven't been keeping up with Marvel a lot lately, especially after Secret Wars. So next, we just have a picture of the back of him, which looks pretty nice. The straps are a little weird. I believe they're supposed to be like for his wings, because I think he still flies. Or maybe it somehow holds the shield, but I don't think. You could see on his head the strap of where the goggles straps come around, which I like that they add that in. Very impressive sculpting and painting on the back, though, on his back. That's very nice. The only thing is that I think that's supposed to be an A, and it's not really hollowed out, unless it is just like the center of it, unless it is just a design point, but it looks like it should be an A. So that's really my only complaint or concern. The packs on his waist look really nice. It looks like he might even have ankle pivot, which would be very impressive. But overall, a really cool figure. So next we have Vance Astro, and he's looking pretty cool. I really like the body shape, the muscles, the way he looks. I don't know a whole lot about this character, but the little logo on his chest looks like a really nice figure. The coloring's pretty good. It's a little hard to see his facial features, but they look pretty detailed from what I could see. Looks pretty articulated. The calves look a little weird. It might just be the angle, but it looks like they really come out, which is a little odd. But overall, it looks like a pretty cool figure. It looks like he has fists, and if you look back to the Falcon figure, he had open hands. So I'm wondering if they come with open hands and fists, or if it just looks like fists. Because it looks like Vance Astro's left hand might be open and his right might be a fist, or it might just be the lighting and the way we see it. So next we have the back of him, which, I mean, isn't really impressive. There's not much on the back, just a continuation of the pattern. Not a lot to talk about. Looks really nice. A really nice figure. Good figure to go with Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson obviously is more detailed, probably more of the feature figure. The calves don't look too weird from the back, but it is a little weird how much they come out of his body. It's kind of weird. But next we have Superior Spider-Man. And before, again, we talk about him, I'll read the description. So this is Mechanical Masters, Superior Iron Man, and Marvel's Machine Man. Technology clashes when these mechanically engineered heroes and villains armor up and wield their machines of war. With the Marvel Legends series, both kid and adult fans can start a legendary collection of comic and movie-based Marvel characters. The Superior Iron Man and Marvel's Machine Man figures in this Mechanical Masters comic 2-pack are highly articulated and feature a comic-inspired design, making them another epic addition to the Marvel Legends series. And with the included limited edition comic, fans can read about their heroes in action and imagine a whole other world of superhero adventures. So that's pretty cool. Very similar to a lot of the sentences. This might be my favorite figure. It looks like a really nice figure. Some of the attachments, like on his waist, those things coming off look like they could probably break off kind of easily. But I'm impressed with the sculpt. I'm very impressed with the sculpting. I like his shoulder pads. They look like they don't hinder the movement too much, which has happened on Iron Man figures before. And so that looks like they're trying to fix it, and it looks like it's much more functional. It looks like he has one fist and one open hand. I'm not sure if he comes with two fists and two hands, or if it's just like one fist and one hand. Looking back at the picture of the packaging, it actually does look like he just has an open hand and a fist. It could just be that he has the same, but it looks like the same thing. So anyway, it's a really nice figure. I really like all the blue paint apps on him. It's pretty detailed for a 3.75-inch figure. I'm glad they didn't forget to mold the feet and didn't just put it as regular feet. This is a really impressive figure. I like the head sculpt and the way they did it. It's a little flat, the way they did it, but Superior Spider-Man's face is kind of like flat and elongated. I wouldn't say that much so, but it's a pretty good head sculpt, and his neck actually looks pretty good the way they sculpted it in. I'm very impressed with this figure. Excuse me. It's a very nice figure. So, next, we have the back of him. Not a whole lot to see, a lot of what you see on the front. The calves look like they do come out on this figure too, but they're more under armor. The back's even got some sculpting. This is actually really impressive for a 3.75 inch scale figure. Marvel Legends is definitely pumping up their quality for the 3.75 inch figures. They were not always this good. If you ever get the chance to look at the Hawkeye from the 3.75 inch Marvel Legends series, that was a terrible figure. Absolutely terrible. There were lots of mishaps on the paint. The way he held his arrow was absolutely terrible. Just horrendous. But this figure is looking really, really nice. I'm very impressed with it. So next we have Machine Man, who looks pretty nice. I think that's a gun hand. I don't know a whole lot about Machine Man. I know we had a 6-inch series figure of him, and he had arm extensions. I don't think he had any weapons, so this is cool. Maybe I was mistaken and he doesn't have any hands, and he just comes with that, because that's what it seems like. But it looks like a pretty nice figure. His neck and collar area look a little weird and like detached from the rest of him. I think that's because he's human and that's a robot body. I don't know a whole lot about the character, but overall he looks really cool, and his weapon hands look pretty impressive and pretty cool. So I really like this figure. I think it's a good one to go with Superior Iron Man 2. So next we have a picture of him, his back. It's very dark. You can't really see much at all. Not the best picture, but it's a very cool figure, and I'm very glad we're getting it. I like it, and you can't see it now, but his face sculpt was actually pretty cool too. And so next we're going to go Thor Odinson. So again, before I talk about the figure, I am going to read the description. Excuse me. For the figures. Defenders of Asgard, Jane Foster Thor and Thor Odinson. When justice calls for superhuman intervention, these Asgardian heroes join forces to defend their world and humanity. With the Marvel Legends series, both kid and adult fans can start a legendary collection of comic and movie-based Marvel characters. The Thor and Odinson figures in this Defenders of Asgard comic 2-pack are highly articulated and feature of comic-inspired design, making them another epic addition to the Marvel Legends series. And with the included limited edition comic, fans can read about their heroes in action and imagine a whole other world of superhero adventures. So that's really cool. Again, a very similar description. I'm not sure I totally like the facial expression. It looks a little weird, especially if you're gonna have him like fighting somebody. That's not exactly how he would look. I mean, I know he's kind of a cocky guy in the comics, but that's not exactly how I want my figure to look. I want him to look a little more serious. I guess he looks like he's ready to battle someone, but he doesn't look like he's challenged or actually in combat, really, his facial expression. But he looks like a pretty decent figure. I really like the axe thing he's holding. It looks like it was sculpted and painted really nicely, which I'm really impressed with. So next we have the back of him. So you could definitely see the fur and the cape a lot better. The cape actually doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's molded pretty hard, and it might hinder the movement of the legs a little bit. But I really like the fur over his shoulder. I think that's a nice touch, the way they did that. I really like these figures. They're pretty cool, and I really like the way they did that. You could see the handle. It has a little more sculpting and painting than I thought it did on the handle with the wrap around part of it. His hair looks like it does hinder his head movement probably a decent amount, which isn't the worst thing in the world because there are definitely worse things, but this is a really cool figure. So next, we're going to have Jane Foster Thor. Who's looking pretty good. I do like the Thor hammer. It looks like it's sculpted very well. Her cape is a lot bigger. I don't know if I exactly like that. I feel like someone would have to have a bigger cape. Odinson probably should have had one because he's just like a bigger guy and she's a little bit smaller. The joint looks a little weird since it's all flesh on that arm, but the other arm looks really cool with the armor on. I'm not sure if that's how I think that's how it's supposed to be on that other arm, but it just looks a little unnatural, especially with all the rest of her all armored and covered up. I do really like her helmet. It looks like there's a lot of sculpting on there. Again, it looks like her hair hinders her movement. Sorry, a little bit, but not too much. I do really like her costume. Her feet look really nice. I'm impressed with that. Her armor looks very cool. I really like the hammer too, and it looks like it actually has some Asgardian imprinted on it, like sculpted into it, which is very impressive for a 3.75-inch scale hammer, which is very tiny. So I'm assuming that's it says the right things, but it's very cool. So next we have the back of her. So you can definitely see her hair. It looks like it might not actually hinder her head movement as much as Odinson's, but her helmet looks nice. Her hair comes out very cleanly. No, doesn't look like there's any paint mess ups there. Her cape is very large and covering most of her body in the back. So it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this figure. Overall, I really like these figures. So we're going to go back to the image with all of them in it because they look pretty awesome. I'm very happy with these. These are probably going to get me back into Marvel Legends 3.75-inch scale. You can see all their attachments and how they look. They look pretty good as a team. You could definitely tell the teams really that should go together. Because they're very similar style, and that's why they come in 2-packs, and I do really like that they come in 2-packs. I like how there's like a kind of a superhero team with Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Vance Astro, kind of a team with Jane Foster and Odinson, and then there's Superior Spider-Man, who would probably be Fighting Machine Man, which is pretty cool that you could get two, like a hero and a villain in one pack, which they're probably... I'm guessing these packs will probably cost around $20. I do not know. I can maybe check up on that. But that's pretty cool. I really like these figures. They're very 3.75.
I like them. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that big red subscribe button. So I'm NightWolf. These figures look awesome. At least I think so. If you don't think so, let me know in the comments and let me know why you don't think so. If you really like these figures, also let me know in the comments. Did I get something wrong? Did I pronounce something wrong? If I did, again, let me know in the comments. Whatever you guys think. They're pretty cool, these figures. Tell me which is your favorite. Tell me which pack is your favorite and why, because these are some pretty cool figures. So, a few things. The Captain America Civil War Marvel Legends in-hand figure images video that I did has 926 views as of right now when I'm recording this. I'm probably going to upload it tonight, which is crazy. I published that like I think 6 days ago. That's not even a week, and it's 74 away from 100. Or, sorry, not 100, 1,000 views. That's going to be our second video with over 1,000 views. This also has 12 likes, so thank you guys so much.
Please keep the views coming. Make sure to subscribe so you can get all these cool videos, all these news updates all the time. Thank you guys so much. Also, when I'm talking about the other over 1,000 view video, that is Versus Episode 1. So sorry we haven't gotten those Versus Episode 2 out to you. It's going to be on some pretty hot topics, so me and Aramis Prime are really working on it, getting lots of notes down. We really want to get that to you. So we have 1,545 views on that, which is totally awesome, and 12 likes on that as well. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching those videos and hitting that like button. And also, we're at 20 subscribers, which is pretty dang awesome. So next we want to get to 30 and to 50 and hopefully eventually do 100 and then even more. So thank you guys so much for continuing to watch our videos, like them. So thank you guys so much. You could check out my website, all our websites and our Facebook page. Links will be in the description. So if you wanna, so make sure to add our Facebook page to like and follow us there. You can check out my NightWolf's website at marveltheory.wordpress.com for exclusively Marvel Cinematic Universe news and theories. You can check out Aramis Prime's website at tftalk.wordpress.com for all Transformers news and all that stuff. And you can check out nerdygeektalk.wordpress.com, which is our main page, and it has all sorts of nerdy geeky articles on there. So make sure to check that out too. So this is NightWolf from Nerdy Geek Talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. 20 subscribers, on our way up to more. So this is NightWolf from Nerdy Geek Talk signing off. See you guys.